Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with tonight's show. Okay, reports reaching us from Give Me Sports going to let us know say Arsenal don't hold preliminary talks with West Ham that they would like to sign Mohamed Kudus. They want to know like how much is it going to cost, what are the modalities, what are the payment structure, all those kind of things again because say not Rodrygo. Arsenal hold talks to sign world-class £85 million forward. Now, Arsenal have reportedly held exploratory talks with West Ham United over the potential capture of Mohamed Kudus this summer, with Gunners boss Mikel Arteta keen to bolster his ranks ahead of the summer months to finally land the Premier League title by adding the class of names. Well, the team is saying, fine, we are interested in Kudus. But Kudus has a buyout clause of £85 million, which I don't see Arsenal paying. So Arsenal will want to know like, okay, what will be the options? Because when you even read the entirety of the reports put out by Give Me Sports, because they talk say Kudus is not going to push for a move. Kudus not be Gyökeres. He's not going to push for a move, but he is open to a new opportunity. You get, and Arsenal are thought to have held exploratory talks with a view to bringing the midfield star to the Emirates Stadium as much Indian competition for Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka, with the Gunners likely to be competing on 4 competitions fronts next season. Because Arsenal say, okay, Nico Williams might be far away from us. Rodrygo, we never really know because Real Madrid they mentioned 90 million euros, which is about 77 million pounds. Then when you look at what West Ham is doing, although there's this narrative out there that West Ham fits collect like 55 million. So a person bid for 55, 60, they will collect. So more just watch. Even the buyout clause, there's a window of opportunity for that buyout clause. And they say from July 1 to July 10, neither buyout clause will be open to be activated. But in coming days, we'll get clarity. I'm gonna make another lie for you. You see this Andrea Berta style. I don't like him. I'm not gonna lie for you. Because I'm not used to it. You get. Maybe after this first transfer window, because this is the first transfer window with the experience Andrea Berta. We are not used to this time. After this transfer window, we'll come access this particular window. All the people we then link us with. At the end of the day, who we get. So I want to say this type of window at the end will justify the means. Get. So what we get at the end of the day will help us see whether this method they better than Edu Gaspar method, because Edu Gaspar go isolate one person for sure to the end of the world. Sometimes it will get down, sometimes no will get down. At least that one we get clarity. We don't say, okay, see the person who will pursue. But this time around, we are going for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And we don't really know which one we will pursue and we will just but somebody was telling me today statistics. How you see, that's now just the add to the list. Just the add. The list not a full. Just the add. See when you don't get maximum or minimum. But just so they add to the eternity. So at some point, you will look say, okay, this is our list, this scale of preference. People wait there don't too much. Okay, out of the 10 wingers wait there, see the one we won't go for, see the one we don't go for. Those kind of things. You go on do plus and minus, but every AK market day, every day, they are adding. So it is not really making sense to me, but I still want to calm down. Maybe nobody else they judge the guy prematurely. So I want to calm down. Let me see how the season will end. They will judge, because you're going to judge Berta. We brought you for a reason, because of your experience, your expertise. What do you do for Atletico Madrid? There for your resume. Well, because they praise you, they happy say, So, but this time around, I know that I'm not gonna lie for you. I'm not really happy with him, but I don't know whether you're really happy with him. But what you have to watch, anyway, the thing they go at the end of the day, we will see whether the guy is a good person for Arsenal or not. Now, Chris Whitley. Let us say Fulham is actually looking to sign 2 Arsenal players this summer. Yes, Fulham the pursue to apply. Now, not going to say Fulham they pursue Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson that was sent to them on loan. The guy can't get injury, not really do much, can't return him back. Now they won't carry the guy permanently. They want to buy Reece Nelson and they want to buy Zinchenko. You see I will be talking that time, say they love our star players. So they want to sign some of our players, so more just watch. Fulham have money anyway. So more just see how they go. Apart from Fulham, you see what Nottingham Forest they do. Nottingham Forest just they buy. People say they don't enter conference league now, just they buy anyhow. I don't understand those people. How they get this so much money that they are a bit PSR compliant? How much are they generating? I don't really understand. Now, away from that, we're going to get this report from William Gallas. So Gallas want to question why Arsenal will sign Kepa Arrizabalaga, because according to him, he feels we are making a mistake. Gallas wants Arsenal, they are making strange £5 million transfer mistake. Now, when you read the entirety of this report from the Metro, you will see Gallas' point of view. So Gallas is warning Arsenal of the mistake. So say the guy who won't buy now 30-year-old. In fact, Gallas arguments now say in the thing say if you want to sign a deputy, the deputy is supposed to be younger than the number one. The deputy is supposed to get eye towards the future. So that maybe in the future, Nami will take over. Not somebody who don't dare above the person they start. We say in the future of Arsenal, if it don't know they there. Say for him, it no make sense. But really, is that a prerequisite for getting a Copa? Especially goalkeepers. We're going to look say, okay, you must sign a 20-year-old. If they sign 20-year-old, now still this guy will come and say, are you signing a player without experience? Okay, assuming something happens to Raya. She's not this 20-year-old. You won't come bring in. Sometimes we complain a lot. We complain too much. I don't just understand. Not be everything you will complain for this Gallas. So, because this argument Gallas they put out, for me, I don't think it holds water. You get, leave them. Kepa no bad. Make Kepa dey there. Kepa get mad experience. He don't play for Champions League. This is a guy that covered for Thibaut Courtois at Real Madrid. This is a guy that played for Andoni at Bournemouth, and he did so well last season. See what Bournemouth do. See what them do against us. Not just us. Look at some big teams they play against. Who was at the helm of affairs there at the back? Nah, Kepa. So I believe Kepa don't upgrade. Like the guy don't improve because Kepa of before. Why I know for Chelsea before he got to do in sojourning when they go Madrid, Chipak, Babangla, Chipak, and Akpere. But of recent, the guy was I don't know from nowhere. Completely, I think the guy don't upgrade. So I don't know what I think. If I what's my ask, what I think about waiting that as a dog. That we should have gotten a younger man, like a 20-year-old or so thereabouts, instead of getting somebody like a Kepa Arrizabalaga to come and play for Arsenal. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now, somebody going to call my attention again. Say CHUKS. Say the reason. Nobody say person tell him it's just his own opinion, but I want to throw him out there. Make us see how many people agree with him. So Baba Conde talk say the reason we make Sesko they give Arsenal all this problem. Now because Liverpool secretly they go for Sesko, and don't forget that Jurgen Klopp is in charge of all the clubs where Red Bull gets, and they advise all of them because they believe say himself knows something about football. So they advise them also on transfers. That's part of his job description. Say make I go write and down. At the end of the day, I go here say Liverpool sign Sesko because Liverpool now that we know is on his way to Napoli. Confirm. They go there. So they need to get a center forward. Now they are not going for Gyökeres. They are not going for Hubekitike. They are not going for Vlahovic. Who else is for market? They are not going for Osimhen. You get? They wanted to go for Isaac. Now they change their mind, say they did too much. Which other striker they never mentioned them with? Now Sesko. Secretly that they are going for Sesko. That's why Sesko just return Arsenal turn because what is supposed to cause problem between Arsenal and Liverpool like on the cause problem. What did nobody even think? Bro, they talk to yeah, Sesko to join us, his skin is interested in shaking transfer personal terms now is a problem. Giving us exorbitant wages because there's an unseen hand directing him, and that's Jurgen Klopp. At this point, it is still in the realm of conspiracy theories, but I don't know, make I see how many of you now subscribe to that line of thoughts. Say truly, now Jurgen Klopp hand did inside this Sesko matter. We make it never favor us, and we want to make it favor Liverpool. Only time will tell as we watch the story they go. Because eventually we are going to get a logical conclusion of every story because Sesko must leave. I believe he's not get Champions League football. They are not going to be generating much money this season. They need to sell before they can buy. So they need to sell their price assets. Sesko, Nusa, Javi Simeons. These are players that they are put or placed on the market. So we're going to see how all this is going to unfold at the end of the day. All right, let's bring you our first message from one of our sponsors, Zifty Tech. They are a trusted brand that can help you launch your professional websites. They can build websites like e-commerce, corporate, crypto, real estate, and so much more. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 703685 8662, and you can also visit their website www.ziftytech.com.ng. So if you're interested in any of the services, do give them a call. At the same time, let's bring you a message from Poria Logistics and Delivery Services. So they are into import and exports, pickup delivery, doorstep delivery, courier delivery, haulage, transport logistics, dispatch, and errand services. So if you want to ship to USA, Canada, UK, Europe, even if you want to receive, they will receive them for you. So if you're interested, you can reach out to them on +234 80 7547 8645 or 08092445644. And their head office is at Block D, Shop 41, Binukono Ultra Modern Markets, or Jota, Lagos, or the Ikorodu office at 28 Oriwo Road, Italewa, Ikorodu, Lagos. So if you're interested in any of the services, do give them a call. Now, away from that, so we're going to get another, I think, okay, this is on the same Kepa matter. Okay, I didn't take this screenshots, so I think we've taken that story, no need to come and be repeating it. Now, this particular news story, I love them because it buttresses the points where they make day before yesterday and yesterday when I was talking about law and ethics, when I'm talking about legal rights and wrongs and morality. Now, agents transfer game may land Arsenal targets in legal trouble. One lawyer, when they talk about Gyökeres, when they advise Gyökeres, say this thing where they do, it get legal implications. Because in as much as they betrayed you, you want to join Arsenal by all means, you cannot, you shouldn't tell Sporting Lisbon, say, I'm not going to play for you again. I'm not going to return to pre-season training. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. It is against the law. Legally, because they will ask you, what does the law say? Legally, you are 100% wrong. In fact, when you read the entirety of the report, they say, Arsenal target Victor Gyökeres could find himself in legal trouble at Sporting Club de Portugal this summer. After it was claimed his agent suggested he may not turn up for preseason training. That's according to lawyer Diogo Soares Luzuero via the Renaissance, who covered comments from the legal experts today as the Gyökeres saga continues to rumble on. So Babakon advised and says, see, you must, no matter your grievances, if they tell everybody for the club, say, see the time or see the date where everybody they expected to come back for preseason, even if they never sell you, even if they vex, you must show. You are obligated. You're obligated to show. You don't get choice. You go show. Then when you show, in fact, if now be Gyökeres, I go come to Sporting Lisbon, go Veranda's office, follow and talk. Every matter will just end. Everywhere will see you. But staying from afar, they shout, they rake. It no go help anybody. So I just hope Gyökeres is going to listen to these words of wisdom, because I've already said it before. Legally, he is wrong. He's on the wrong side of the law. You get? He could be sued. Some people don't know the law. He could be sued. So most of the watch and see how all these things go appear, go unfold. At the end of the day, I just hope he listens to words of wisdom. Now, people like Michael Richards, they can't talk about Rodrygo. So Richard told you of the opinion, say Rodrygo will leave Real Madrid. Saying get that feeling, saying don't see him. In fact, when they talk, say, because the problem where Rodrygo gets for Real Madrid, say Rodrygo don't tell the new coach, even Ancelotti, say the left way then they play him, he don't like to play there. Because Rodrygo said he doesn't want to play on the right. Saying I left. Didn't he? I think that's where the frustration is coming from, because the guy tell Ancelotti, tell Javi Alonso, say, now left, you won't play now. Say no one day right. But the problem is, say, people when they play for the left, if everybody is fit, it doesn't stand a chance. Because now Vinicius Junior, they go come bench Vinicius Junior because of you. And on the right, Adagula they play that place, and Adagula they play there well now. And don't forget Franco Mastantuono, where they buy. That one said now on the right. in the play, which means in the pecking order of right wingers, you are going to have Franco Mastantuono and you are going to have Anagula. Then on the pecking order of left wingers, you are going to have Vinicius Junior or maybe Rodrygo behind him. And Rodrygo doesn't want to stay on the bench in one play. So for that reason, that's why Macarici has get confidence say this guy will leave. So at the end of the day, not see anybody will talk. Say the guy will leave. Because that's what I mean. I think he could leave in the summer, Rodrygo, I really believe he could leave. He's a top player. Even Gary Lineker currently say he's been linked with Arsenal, actually, hasn't he? Rodrygo. Macarici said, yeah, he's been linked with Arsenal. They've obviously got Martinelli. But the thing is, I don't go lie for you. Though if I talk my mind, I will say I hate Martinelli. I would prefer Rodrygo any day, anytime over Martinelli. Some people don't bring the argument of, but Sir CHUKS, don't forget, Martinelli tracks back. Rodrygo can learn to track back too. It is simple as ABC. Look at what Xabi Alonso did to Real Madrid. After Real Madrid no win their first match, Xabi Alonso content and say, anybody want to play for Real Madrid, you must be running. You not go just there and wait for you must be pressing and running, turn to a pressing monster. Look at the match they played against Pachuca. As much just as a real blows to P or more, see running. Everybody turn a little master, see pressing. The two people that have run, go meet Pachuca, go Kepa. I say, what's it? They're people that calm down now. You see, their mentality don't change. So there is no way Rodrygo will come to Arsenal and they will not ask him to defend. Why do I prefer Rodrygo over Martinelli? Obviously because he can shoot from outside the box and he can dribble. Martinelli they struggle to dribble in person. Martinelli is good in his own way, but personally, my own preference, if you don't agree with me, personally, I prefer Rodrygo over Martinelli, and that's just me. Yes. All right, let's move on. Now, away from that. So the Telegraph, one of their journalists, Sam Dean, when they talk something, they say, "If I don't suspect them," and if you say you don't suspect this thing way Sam Dean they talk. Now, more read the reports. They say the Telegraph Sports understand that Andrea Berta is effectively working to price up different deals for strikers before Arsenal decides to pull the trigger and execute one of them. Now, the two leading candidates are believed to be Benjamin Sesko and Victor Gyökeres. Okay, a well-connected source in Germany confidently told the Telegraph Sports last month that Sesko was obviously the preferred candidate, but that same source wrote back a few weeks ago by telling us that the situation had become, from his perspective, a mess. Now, why is it a mess? Because of the wage problem which Sesko will get with Arsenal in the request for something bigger than Arsenal's budget. You understand that? Let's proceed. Now, it is entirely possible that Arsenal are pursuing both deals and are trying to mask it. They're trying to mask the truth, hide the truth about their preferred target only because they want to strengthen their negotiating position for the striker they really want. They would be in a stronger position to sign Sesko at a lower price, for example, if Leipzig believed that a deal was also on the table for Gyökeres. Now, this is what Sam Dean is saying, and I actually think it is true. Why? Because the way Arsenal they pursue the two, it is not normal. Sam Dean's argument is that Arsenal won't sign Sesko and Gyökeres together, but they are deceiving everybody, making it look like now one we won't get. So that both selling clubs now will say, I'm gonna make I reduce my own price before I will go sign, before I will go buy another person. Like what is happening to Gyökeres? If to say Gyökeres get the mindset, say at the end of the day, Arsenal will sign him and still sign Sesko, do you think he will be behaving the way he's behaving now? He won't. If they get that mindset, say they will sign each other, you know, go there relax. But because he get that mindset, say now only one striker Arsenal they fine. That's why he want to make sure say that one striker na him. You get. And I want to believe, because how can you prop up Gyökeres, take him to advanced level, and prop up Sesko, take him to advanced level, and Gyökeres is fighting tooth and nail? At the end of the day, you want to sign one, and your preferred candidate is Sesko. Could make sense. Like it don't make any sense. So the argument that they want to buy the two of them is valid. And to put things in perspective, Arsenal have the money to make it a reality. So me, like I saw this. In fact, this is something they talk. Do you actually see some like points waiting they bring out saying Arsenal they purposely they deceive us to get good deals? But more just to watch, because at the end of the day, we don't know what's in their mind. So I strongly think there's a possibility that we might end up with 2 strikers. These 2 people. The possibility is there, but the probability is somehow not that high. But we'll just see at the end of the day, we'll see how everything will unfold. Checking at the transfer window will be like this. Like I always say, we will surely have a logical conclusion of this particular deal. Now, another report we are getting from Sam Dean of the Telegraph is that if there is a deal to be done for Rodrygo, Arsenal would be keen to do it. His future at Real Madrid is far from clear, and a move, if Arsenal are encouraged to make an offer, would not be expected to happen until much later in the window, because as of now, Real Madrid are in the Club World Cup. Rodrygo is part of the squad, so there is no way any deal can happen now. Until when maybe Real Madrid for the competition, then you can't things will happen, because from now to when the competition went or when Real Madrid will come out, no bid, you will not hear anything. You get now still interest you will hear, and I think that point is valid. You get, so we'll just watch and see how Real Madrid progresses in the competition. Also, Lasser on the talk say Rodrygo is on the exit ramp at Real Madrid, as confirmed by his entourage. He is probing a move to the Premier League, where teams such as Arsenal are interested in the player. Real Madrid will ask for around 90 million. Yeah, this 90 million, we don't hear. I know the band did this 90 million since Monday, which is about 77 million pounds. We don't hear since today, yes. But now until Real Madrid finish their business for Club World Cup, come aside, we will get clarity. Because so far so good, they've not really used Rodrygo. And instead they calculate, like this, the Liga go come be. Make a square. All right, my dear Salomon, send you a message from Moby Wealth Associates and Co Limited. So they are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 6464 2234, and they're located at number 7 Ekenwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the night, now the fact to give this sports is letting us know that Arsenal have held exploratory talks with West Ham over possible Kudus transfer. Kudus has a buyout clause of £85 million, but Arsenal hope they can get in some negotiations. We get a good relationship with them after all, and they will buy the rights. So everywhere will stew if we want the player. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. So I come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the night. Now good night. Have a nice day about. All right, guys. I'll be there soon.